welcome back to MC175 Productions. With the passing of a year now of me doing a top 10 list video, I figured I would do one now since it's been a year since I've done one. And for that I was asked if I could do one for arguably probably the most boring vehicles out there, for me at least, minivans. It seems really silly for me to do a video for them since I find them really boring since I'm a truck person. But what do you say to them if you have so many children and you just need a lot of space? I mean, what am I supposed to do? Count how many seats there are, like, for the fact that they can seat 7 people? I mean, no. I mean, I'm just doing this randomly, but yeah. Seeing as I was asked, I will gladly do so. Yes, we've all heard of minivans for pretty much all of our lives. They've been around us for decades, and yeah. And I'm here to count down to you guys my top 10 favorite minivans on my list. And so just as a little fun fact, guys, there's a chance that you guys might not expect some of these minivans to be on my list. So yeah, go ahead and sit back and maybe pop some popcorn and yeah, enjoy my top 10 favorite minivans. Even though that the Nissan Quest is out of production, and it's been out of production for a couple years now, well, it's been out of production I think since 2014 or 13, I don't know, but it is still a really good minivan. I know I'm a little bit sad that they pulled the plug down here for the Nissan Quest, but yeah, I'm sure in some countries that it might still be available, but just people down here just lost interest in it. But yeah, even though that is the case, it is still my top 10 minivan on my list. Number 9, the Kia Sedona. Now, I know a lot of people out there may have lost interest in it. It is still a good minivan, and even though that it went out of production and was replaced by the Kia Carnival, it is still a really good minivan to see out there. I mean, I know some of you guys out there didn't like it as much, but yeah, it is still on my top 9 list, my top 10 list, number 9 on my list. Number 8, the Kia Carnival. As I already said, the Kia Carnival replaced the Kia Sedona, but it actually looks really nice. I like how Kia designed the Kia Carnival. It looks really nice. And yeah, I'm not sure what type of engine it has. I'm not sure what just gonna tell you guys right now, I'm not sure what all the engines these things are gonna have in them, but yeah, if I do know, then I will say which type of engines they're gonna have, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, as of right now, that's the type of minivan that is being made off the the South Korean automaker. Alright, now let's move on to number 7. Number 7, I'm going with the Toyota Sienna. Now, this thing has been being sold down here in Canada for quite some time, and as of right now, it's now only available in the hybrid powertrain. Not sure what size it is, but all I know is that it's a powertrain with a hybrid motor inside of it. But yeah, even though it is still a really nice minivan. I'm not sure which one I would have liked the most out of all the ones. But yeah, it is still a really nice minivan. Number 6, the Honda Odyssey. Now this thing's gonna have a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 in it. So yeah, not that big of an engine. Not like a 6 liter V8 or something like that. But yeah, a really good minivan, really reliable, of course, since it's a Honda. Pretty much just like Toyota, those two are really reliable. Yeah. And probably most of the minivans you'll see on this list are probably going to be from Japan, guys. I'll just say that right now. You guys are not going to believe what I have on my list. You guys already know now, but wait till you get to some other parts. Alright, moving on. Alright, now in the number 5 section we have a two-way tie. So I'm going to get to one minivan first, and then I'll get to the second one after. So, the first part of number 5, we have the Honda Stepwagon. Now this is something that's not even being sold where I live right now. This is being sold in Japan, but it actually looks pretty nice actually. I like the detail that Honda in Japan put into this. It looks really nice actually. It almost looks like a bigger version of the N-Box, which I'm not a fan of. It's not really a minivan, it's just a hatchback with minivan doors. But yeah, the Stepwagon, it looks really nice, honestly. Alright, now moving on to the second part of number 5, which is the Honda Fred. Now, the Honda Fred, yes, it does look like a bit of a Honda Fit, but it's not. It's a minivan, of course, because it has a third row, just like the Stepwagon. Yes, these things, I know, kind of look a little bit like hatchbacks and wagons, but they have third rows. But yeah, the Honda Fred actually looks really nice. Well, no. Yeah, for some people it might look like a Honda Fit. In most cases it might look like the old Versa. But yeah, it's still a really nice minivan. So those are my two number 5 minivans on this list. Now, just like number 5, on number 4 we have another two-way tie. So just like last time, I'm going to get to one part first and then the second part. So, starting with the Nissan Serena. Now again, just like the Honda Stepwagon and the Honda Fred, the Serena from Nissan in Japan is only being sold in Japan. It is not being sold in Canada. But yeah, even though that is, and I can't buy one, it is still a nice looking minivan. Yeah, Japan's really creative with all these kind of things and stuff. Really, really nice. Alright, now moving on to the second part of number 4, which is the Nissan Elgrand. So yes, this does look like a Nissan Quest. Well, that might actually be considered the Nissan Quest now, but I would still consider it, even though it's not really called the Nissan Quest anymore. But, well, I'm not really sure if it is. But yeah, that is the second part that I have on my list here. The Elgrand. Yes, it looks just like a newer version of the Quest, even though it's not being sold here in Canada. So, yeah. Two other nice vehicles from out of this country. Alright, moving on. Alright, get ready because on number 3 we have a 5-way tie coming up. So, we'll go ahead and start off with 1.0 of number 3, which is the Toyota Sienta. Yes, you heard me correctly. Not Sienna, it's just called Sienta. Yes, I know what you're thinking. It looks just as big as the Toyota Rumi, but no, it's not. It's a lot bigger than that. Because the Rumi actually is a hatchback, while the Sienta is a minivan like the Sienna. But yeah, even though the Sienta is still smaller than the Sienna, but yeah, still and just as reliable as the Sienna. Alright, now moving on to 2.0 of number 3, the Toyota Noah. Again, this is another thing that's not being sold here, just like the Sienta. It's not being sold here, it's only being sold in Japan as far as I know. But yeah, there's that as well, just as reliable. Japanese vehicles are always really fun and reliable. Alright, next up, moving on, we have the Toyota Voxy. Now, this one is also pretty reliable, of course, because it's a Japanese vehicle. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Yes, it looks almost exactly like the Toyota Noah, but of course there's a difference between all the headlights and all that, of course. There's a hybrid model, which I'm pretty sure there's a hybrid model for the Noah. But yeah, regardless, they both look like pretty nice minivans, of course. 4.0 of number 3 is the Toyota Alphard. Yes, I know, it looks like a bit of a luxury type of thing, But no, it's not. It kind of, to me, it almost looks like a delivery van and a minivan at the same time. But it looks, honestly, the hood, it looks like a better version of the Mercedes Sprinter, because I'm not a big Mercedes person. Although there is some people that like Mercedes. But yeah, even though based on its looks, I'm still going to put it on 4.0 of number 3. Alright, now 5.0 of number 3 is the Toyota Velfire. Now, I know I've recognized this name or something from a game. I'm not going to say which specific game it is, but here it is. Again, it looks like a Noah, but a little bit different, of course, with the headlight designs and all that, with the sides. It almost looks like an Alphard, but no, it's not, of course. The Velfire is something else. Not an Alphard, not a Noah. But, yeah. Alright, now let's finally move on. This is another minivan that's not even being in production anymore. Well, at least down here. But this one right here on this list, on number 2, is the Mazda 5. Now, like I said, this isn't being sold down in Canada anymore. But, yeah. Even though that is the case, a lot of people may have lost interest in it, but it is still a really nice looking minivan. Mazdas are always good cars, but yeah. Alright, now let us move on. Alright, number 1, we have yet another two-way tie. We have, for 1.0 of number 1, the Pontiac Montana. So, yeah, this is another thing, of course, that's really old and is not really ever being sold anymore, of course, because people lost interest in it. And then 2.0 is the Chevrolet Uplander, which, again, the same reason with the Pontiac Montana, everyone just lost interest in it. But yeah, to me they look pretty nice minivans, even though they're not in production anymore. They still are. Now, yeah. Even though they're really old and some people just don't like to take care of them, they're still really nice minivans to me. But, yeah. Alright, guys, well, thank you guys all so much for watching my top 10 list of minivans. I'm sure that you guys have not expected some of these minivans to be up on my list. And, yeah. If there's some that you were expecting me to put inside of my top 10, go ahead and leave it in the comments. And, yeah. I'll let you know if I like that one or not. So, yeah. But otherwise, other than that, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Talk to you guys later. I am Morris Carlson.